Hello everyone, welcome back to the Python programming series. In the previous lecture, we learned about Python function. In today's lecture, we will learn about strings in Python, one of the most commonly used data types for working with text. Let's get started. What is a string? A string is a sequence of characters written inside single quotes or double quotes. A string can contain letters, numbers, symbols, and spaces. Python does not have a separate character data type. A single character is also treated as a string. Creating a string. Strings can be created using either single or double quotes. Let's do an example like name equal to Keshav and print name. Let's run this code. Here Keshav is printed. A string is simply text. Any sequence of characters is written inside quotes. You can use either single quotes or double quotes. Both work exactly the same way in Python. If I use type here, then it tells the data type. Data type of name is string. Multi-line string. To create a string in multiple lines, use triple quotes. Let's do an example for multi-line string. Text equal to welcome to Python. Print text. Let's run this code. We get the multi-line string. When you want a string that spans multiple lines, use triple quotes. 3 double quotes at the start and 3 at the end. Everything written between the triple quotes, including the line breaks, is preserved exactly as it is. Python prints each line on a separate line in the output. You can also use triple single quotes, both work the same way. Assessing characters in a string. Each character in a string has an index. Positive indexing index start from 0. Let's do an example. text equal to python Python print text 0 print text 3. Let's run this code. We get p and h in output. Every character in a string has a position number called an index. Positive indexing starts from 0. The first character is at index 0, the second at index 1, and so on. Python has 6 characters. P is at index 0, Y at 1, T at 2, H at 3, and so on. So text 0 gives P and text 3 gives H. This is exactly like accessing an element from a list. Strings are sequences and every character has its own index. Negative indexing. Negative indexing starts from -1. Text equal to Python. Let's do an example of Python text equal to Python -1 and -3. Here we get n and h in output. Negative indexing counts from the end of the string. -1 is the last character, -2 is the second last character, and so on. In Python, text -1 is n and text -3 is h. Negative indexing is very useful when you want to access characters from the end without knowing the exact length of the string. String slicing. Slicing is used to extract a part of a string. Syntax. String string close bracket start colon end. The start index is included while the end index. So let's do an example of string indexing, string slicing. Text equal to Python pyt print text print text print text print text colon -1. Let's run this code. We get these outputs. Slicing lets you extract a portion of a string using string close bracket, then start colon end. The start index is included, the end index is excluded. Text 1:4 start at index 1, which is y, and go up to but not including index 4. So index 4 is O and O is not included, so only yth is the output. So yth is the output. In text colon 3, start is omitted, so Python starts from 0, goes up to index 3. So index 3 is h and h is excluded, and only pyt is output. So pyt is output. Text 2 colon end is omitted, so Python goes till the last character. It starts from index 2. So index 2 is t, so thon is the output. And text colon -1. Start and end are both omitted. Step is -1. This means go through the entire strings backwards. Give NOHTYP. This is the standard Python way to reverse a string. So this is the string slicing. Now looping through a string. Strings are iterable, so we can access one character at a time using a loop. So let's do an example. text equal to python for ch in text print ch. Let's run this code. We get python as output. Strings are iterable, meaning a for loop can go through one character at a time, and each round ch takes the next character from the string and prints it. Round 1 p, round 2 y, and so on until this is round 1 p, round 2 y, and so on until till 6 characters are printed. This is useful when you want to check each character individually, for example counting vowels or finding a specific letter. String immutability. Strings are immutable, which means we cannot change individual characters directly. So let's do an example of immutability. Text equal to python python text 0 equal to j print text. We get an type error. Strings in Python are immutable. Once created, you cannot change individual character directly. If you try text 0 text close bracket 0 equal to j, Python throws a type error. So correct way for changing the value, create a new string instead. So let's do an example. Like we can create a new string text equal to j plus text one colon. When we run this code, we get jython. Text 1 colon gives us everything from index 1 onwards, which is ython. We then join j at the front using plus. The result is a brand new string jython stored in text. The original string is not modified, a new one is created. This is how strings updates always work in Python. Deleting a string. We cannot delete individual characters, but we can delete the entire string. So let's do an example of deleting a string. Text equals to python del text print text. Let's run this code. We get a name error. The del keywords removes the variable entire from memory. After del text, the variable text no longer exists. If you're trying to print it after deleting, Python throws a name error telling you the variable is not defined. Not You cannot delete individual characters from a string because strings are immutable. Del only works on the entire variable. Updating a string. Since strings are immutable, updating creates a new string. So let's do an example of updating a string, text equal to Python new text equal to text dot replace Python comma Java print new text. Let's run this code. We get output Java. Since strings are immutable, we cannot update them directly. Instead, replace creates a new string with the change applied and returns it. Text.replace Python comma Java looks for Python inside text and replace it with Java. The result is stored in new text. The original text variable is unchanged. Replace always returns a new string, it never modifies the original. Common string methods alien, upper, and lower. Let's do an example of alien, upper, and lower. Print alien text, print text dot upper, print text dot lower. Let's run this code. We get these outputs. Alien text counts and returns the total number of characters. Python has 6 characters, so output is 6. Dot upper, and rounded brackets converts every character to uppercase. So Python becomes all the characters are capitals. Dot lowers converts every character to lower. So every character in the outputs are lower. And strip and replace are also common string methods. So let's do an example of both strip and replace. Print text equal to Python print text dot strip and text equal to Python is easy. Print text dot replace easy Awesome. Let's run this code. We get these outputs. Dot strip remove all spaces from the beginning and the end of the string. Very useful after taking input from user. They often accidentally add extra spaces. Dot replace e.g. awesome finds the first string and replace it with the second. Here e.g. is replaced with the awesome. Concatenation. We use the plus operator to join strings. So let's do an example of concatenation and repetition. We use the multiply asterisk operator to repeat a string. Text. Let's do an example of concatenation and repetition both. First equal to hello, second equal to world, print first plus second and text equal to hi, print text into 3. Let's run this code. We get these outputs. The plus operator joins two strings together. This is called concatenation. Notice we added inverted comma and space in the middle, a space string, so there is a gap between the two words hello space Python. The asterisk operator repeats a string a given number of times. High space into 3 gives high space high and space. The string is repeated 3 times. These are simple but very useful operations. String. String are used to insert variables direct into a string. So let's do an example of strings. Name equal to Keshav, age equal to 20, print my name is name and I am age years old. Let's run this code. We get my name is Keshav and I am 20 years old. String are the cleanest way to insert variables directly into a string. Write up before the opening quotes, then place variable names inside the curly brackets wherever you want their value to appear. Python automatically replaces name with Keshav and age with 20 when printing. This is much cleaner than using plus to join strings and variables. especially when you have multiple variables in one sentence. Format method. Another way to format string. So let's do the example. Nine dot format name comma age. Let's run this code. We get my name is Keshav and I am 20 years old in output. The format method is another way to insert values into a string. Each curly bracket is a placeholder. Python fills them to order with the values passed to dot format. First curly brackets gets name which is Keshav and second curly bracket gets age which is 20. The result is identical to the string version. Both work, but strings are newer and generally preferred because they are more readable. Membership operator. We use in and not in to check whether a words exist inside a string or not. So we do an example of in and not in both. Text equal to Python programming print Python in text print Java in text print Java not in text. Let's run this code. We get true, false, and true in output. The in operator checks whether a word or character exists inside a string. It returns true or false. Python in text is Python inside Python programming? Yes, so true. Java in text is Java in Python programming? No, so false. Java not in text and Java not in text is Java not there? So it is true. These operators works on strings exactly like they work on list, checking membership in a sequence. Summary. Today we learned what is a string, creating strings, multi-line strings, positive indexing, negative indexing, string slicing, looping through strings immutability, updating strings, deleting strings, common string methods, concatenation, repetition of strings, format method, membership operator in and not in. Now now you have a good understanding of Python strings and the most commonly used string operation. In the next lecture, we will continue with another important Python topic. In the next lecture, we will learn about what is a list, creating a list, and using list constructor, repeating elements, accessing elements, updating elements, adding elements, insert, extend, removing elements, remove, pop, del, clear, iterating through a list, using index with list, nested list, assessing nested list elements. So we will do these in next lectures. In next lecture. So this is it for the today lecture.